The video was about how the mainstream media is ignoring this story for three basic reasons. One, the perpetrator is a black man who committed an anti-white hate crime, which doesn't fit with the liberal agenda that only white people commit anti-black hate crimes. Two, he is an immigrant from the Sudan. And three, he was stopped by a law-abiding gun owner who had a concealed carry permit who was carrying at the church. So now, not only is the mainstream media covering up this hate crime and lying by omission by pretending that such crimes don't happen, but now YouTube is actively censoring the story.
Infowars.com. You are the resistance.
I'm going to hit the huge North Korea news at the start of the next hour, where they're set to perhaps test an H-bomb today. What is Trump's call before the storm? We've got more info on that as well, and I'll open the phones up and take your calls. But flooding in from all of our sources, everyone we know is having their YouTube videos taken down that expose Islamic terror attacks, Islamic raping, black on white crime. It's all being censored. If you just dryly report on something, you're being shut down. This is amazing censorship, all being triggered in their attempt to suppress everybody. So I'm going to talk about that in a moment. Before we go any further, you absolutely are the heart and the soul and the strength and the blood supply of this operation. When you spread articles, when you spread videos, when you show them to your neighbors, when you speak out, when you share links with people, when you're at lunch and when you're, off at night, that is changing the world and getting around their algorithms and defeating them regardless. And it's also about financial support. That's why when you buy products at InfoWarsStore.com, you make this whole operation, this whole engine turn. You are vital. You are the oxygen. And we have great products, great nutraceuticals, great water filtration, great air filtration. InfoWarsLife.com or 888-253-3139. We've got high-quality essential oils at discounted prices. We've got Secret 12. That is going to end today at 40% off. We have Caveman Ultimate Paleo Bone Broth Formula, 50% off because I want you to try it and see how great it is. And we have the new big special, Brain Force Plus, now 20% more, 50% off. I put in a giant order and got a discount on it, so I passed on those discounts to you. It helps fund our operation. It's an amazing nootropic. If you haven't tried it, try it today. If you have purchased it in the past and enjoyed it, please purchase some for your friends, your families, your neighbors, and help them while you help the broadcast. 50% off. That's the new special. I thought I could run it for 3 or 4 weeks. We've got to probably stop it this week because it's selling so fast. So thank you again for the support. It's $19.96 right now. Similar stuff, $60, $70 out there on the market. It really is the highest quality and organic. You've seen even our enemies test our products and say they're California clean and have what they say in them. So InfoWarsLife.com by California Clean. Sounds like an oxymoron. They have the highest standards on nutraceuticals and things, what can be in them, and we pass those standards. So we're not going to let them sit there and then sue us over it. We're not stupid. Plus, I want to sell the best stuff out there, even though it's hard to meet those standards because they set them where they're almost impossible to meet. But again, 50% off Brain Force Plus or 888-253-3139. Got the Molon Labe T-shirts. Got the new InfoWars ball caps in that are really awesome. They've got Infowars.com on them and so much more. Now, Mike Cernovich's Twitter. Right now, they put out a documentary that I've seen on the Sweden rape epidemic, showing that it is the rape capital of the world according to the EU and UN's own crime heat maps. That has violated community guidelines where they say that the communists going and voting on it don't like it, and so he's banned, and if it happens anymore, he'll be erased. Same thing happened to Mark Dice, putting out a video exposing the Islamic man from Africa that said he wanted to kill white people. And folks go into a church. He went and did it, and they covered up the motive in the media, even though it was mentioned. And then YouTube is deleting videos about it because you don't have rights as a white person. You're supposed to be victimized and sit there and take it. Now, the leftists sell it that, oh, we're stopping racial division. No, we have to admit when a bunch of whites are doing something wrong, like when the idiot went and killed the black folks, in the church. He's a piece of scum. You have a right to say that's bad and to talk about it. You should. I have a right to talk about the same thing or vice versa. It's important to be able to communicate. And they can't compete with us, so they want to shut us all down. It's never going to work. But they're making their move. The battle is now. It's never been this intense. So don't just take these shows for granted, because they are already demonetized Mark Dice a year ago. He didn't bring in any money down from YouTube. We're down 90+% from the money we bring in. That's why we had to open up other ways to fund ourselves. So first they go, okay, your money's gone. Oh, that didn't work? You're about to be off here completely. You toe the line. You don't show crime statistics. You don't talk about nothing. You understand? Or we'll shut you down. Here is Mark Dice reporting.
We interrupt our regularly scheduled programming of mocking the liberal lunatics and exposing the fake news industrial complex to bring you this important news bulletin about YouTube censoring my channel again. YouTube deleted the video that I posted last week titled "Black Man Shoots Up White Church, Media Ignores Anti-White Hate Crime" because it violates their community guidelines, and then they penalized my channel so I can't live stream for 3 months. I'm sure many of you saw the video before it got deleted, but for those of you who didn't, it was about this black guy who went into a white church in Tennessee and just started opening fire, killing 1 person, injuring 6 others, including the pastor, to get revenge for Dylan Roof, that white supremacist who did the same thing to a black church in Charleston, South Carolina 2 years ago. The video was about how the mainstream media is ignoring this story for 3 basic reasons. 1, the perpetrator is a black man who committed an anti-white hate crime, which doesn't fit with the liberal agenda that only white people commit anti-black hate crimes. 2, he is an immigrant from the Sudan. And 3, he was stopped by a law-abiding gun owner who had a concealed carry permit who was carrying at the church. So now, not only is the mainstream media covering up this hate crime and lying by omission by pretending that such crimes don't happen, but now YouTube is actively censoring the story. After deleting the video for violating their terms of service, they sent me this notification. "Hi, Mark Dice. As you may know, our community guidelines describe which content we allow and don't allow on YouTube. Your video, Black Man Shoots Up White Church, Media Ignores Anti-White Hate Crime, was flagged for review. Upon review, we've determined that it violates our guidelines. We've removed it from YouTube and assigned a community guidelines strike or temporary penalty to your account." It didn't show any graphic photos or video. It didn't use harsh language. It simply was talking about the fact that this crime has been ignored by the mainstream media, and now YouTube is trying to actively censor the story. I did file an appeal against this false and Orwellianly creepy community guidelines strike, so it is possible that in the next couple days, perhaps, the video may be restored. But this is disturbing on so many different levels. The fact that somebody or some panel of thought police at YouTube reviewed the video after the trolls flagged it, which they flag everything, and they determined that it was a violation of YouTube's policies. They did a similar thing to this woman whose channel is Red Pill Black, a black conservative, after she posted this video criticizing some of the insane demands of Black Lives Matter. Oh, can't have a black woman criticizing Black Lives Matter. Community guidelines strike. She appealed the strike, and a lot of people started tweeting to YouTube and the Team YouTube account. That's kind of like the customer service Twitter account at YouTube. And they did restore the video. But just the fact that they took it down in the first place and issued her a strike for violating YouTube's terms of service is absolutely ridiculous. This just shows the twisted social justice warrior mindset of YouTube and of the moderators when they continue to actively try to suppress videos that are just reasonable criticism of certain issues. What's equally disturbing is when YouTube looks the other way when, for example, this Muslim immigrant who is now living in America posted this video threatening to, quote, circumcise Donald Trump while waving around a couple of knives. This video is from early on in the 2016 presidential campaign before Donald Trump got Secret Service protection, but the FBI did pay this guy a visit. He wasn't charged with any crimes, and YouTube did not remove the video. Let's just listen in for a moment and see this non-violation of YouTube's terms of service. Just a heads up, there's going to be some foul language here, and I'm not going to bleep it out. In 3, 2, 1, go.
You are all bastards! You are bigot! You don't even know the value of America! Donald Trump, you are nothing! You don't have no respect! You need I put a knife from Amazon. I will circumcise you. I will circumcise you. You are nothing but a bastard. You are your Donald say Japanese, Makoa, your father pussy, your mother pussy, and your entire family.
So that's not a violation of YouTube's terms of service. A crazed man waving around knives, threatening to attack Donald Trump, then candidate Trump, but they take my video down simply for talking about how the mainstream media is covering up an anti-white hate crime. Just when I was getting ready to send my new book off to the proofreaders for the final review, now I might have to update the chapter on YouTube censorship. The book will be out in about 6 to 7 weeks, and I'll have a sneak peek for you guys here real soon. I know I've said that in a couple previous videos, so I finally will give you guys a little sneak peek, give you a little bit more of an insight into what it is. It's going to be awesome, so stay tuned for some more updates about that. Oh, and by the way, before I forget, here's another example of YouTube censoring a video made by a black person who is criticizing Black Lives Matter. This from the Ghetto News Network. This guy goes around Chicago and shows, well, pretty much what liberalism does to a city and to people. And so YouTube put this in a restricted mode, and so it doesn't show up in the suggested search. You can't even find this if you search directly for it on YouTube anymore. And when you go to watch it, if you have the direct URL, you have to click that you understand and wish to proceed that it's been identified by the YouTube community as inappropriate or offensive. And they remove the view count as well and the comments, so you can't see how popular this is or what people are saying about it or the ratings or what people think. Do people like this? Do people not like it? Because YouTube doesn't want to allow legitimate criticism of Black Lives Matter, particularly by black people. I'm Mark Dice, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you're new and check back here every day for new reports. Well, that is, unless YouTube just deletes this channel altogether.
This full video is up on Infowars.com. I'm going to retweet it in full right now during the break at Real Alex Jones, because he shows the other black commentators who are good-looking, smart, patriots, libertarians, they're not even conservatives, that are taking YouTube by storm. I mean, a lot of these folks have 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, or 70 million views per video. Yes, some of the videos have 70 million views. We had Brandon Tatum in here just Friday. Amazing. And they're like, no, no, no. You talk about discrimination because it's all selectively enforced. In fact, I'm not even going to show what Dice shows because YouTube left this up, but they'll use it against me. It's a black guy with butcher knives saying, I'm going to murder white people and I'm going to murder Trump. They've left that up for a year. You're allowed to say you're going to kill Trump, kill me, kill everybody. But if you are a black person and you eloquently talk about free market in America and how it's a great country to live in compared to others, you will be deleted just for being articulate. While YouTube lets everybody else do whatever they want. This is real discrimination, folks. Against patriots, against common sense people, against libertarians, against people that just want to live in peace. I don't hate black people. I don't hate white people. I hate idiots. And I'm sick of them trying to cause a race war. The numbers show the NFL's getting their ass handed to them. The numbers show Hollywood's collapsing. It's all a bellwether of this. So I'm here to tell you, folks, no, I don't put a good face on things unless it's good. And North Korea is a bad situation. But other than that, the globalists are trying to overturn the economy. It's upsetting them. They're trying to cause a race war, and none of it's working. It's not working. But they're arrogant. They're narcissistic. They're crazy. Like Hillary, they won't go away. They won't give up. But I guess that's good because they are completely extincting their operations. They are completely discrediting themselves to the ends of the earth, and they're driving themselves to the ground. The only question is, will they take us with them? Ratings are down 31% on the year for the NFL. Now they're down again. They're plunging. Now it's over 31 points. New numbers in. It's 50-plus points the last 3-4 years. I mean, understand that those are bellwethers. Hollywood is imploding. The NFL is imploding. Mainstream TV is imploding. And they are in their death throes trying to bully us into submission. It's not going to work.
Survival Shield X2 Nascent Iodine. If you're interested in healthy thyroid, if you're interested in well-being, if you're interested in having a higher IQ, which this has been linked to, get your powerful Survival Shield X2 at InfoWarsStore.com.